day, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Social Media Roundup with Technics. Dennis, can you say that?
Say what exactly?
Social Media Roundup with Technics.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Social Media Roundup with Tech Next.
Oh, maybe you should start doing our intros.
I don't think I should.
Anyway, guys, we're here and we're going to be discussing, as usual, three trending issues, right, on the social space. That's basically what we do on this show. Getting right into it.
When you say and on the show with me is Dennis or whatever you
I already
say.
called your name. You are famous. Everyone knows you, but of course, introduce you.
Hi, I'm Dennis. Excited to be here.
Yes, I didn't even say my name. I just said welcome to the show. But yeah, that's Dennis. If you don't know me by now, you're going to find out my name is going to show up somewhere. But fine, my name is Onyinye. Welcome to the show. First up, Dennis. One of the presidential aspirants. I mean, we have many actually, but the top three.
Mm-hmm.
The top three, APC, PDP, and now Peter Obi's Labour Party. The PDP presidential aspirant, Atiku Abubakar, has announced his VP in the person of Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa.
My take?
Of course.
My take is I do not know Ifeanyi Okowa. And the last time I checked, there wasn't anything remarkable happening in Delta State.
How would you know that?
That's what I said last time I checked. But I think that if there's something remarkable happening, we would have heard. The point is, we've not just had any governor who has been extraordinary, who has been doing the work, who has, like any politician full stop, who has really done the work.
Well,
so much so that they are going to attain national acclaim for doing the work.
The thing with these state governors is that it's pretty hard to be known outside of your region. And I must tell you, in the South, one of the governors who's really doing well is Ifeanyi Okowa.
So what has he done?
A lot. I mean, I was in, of course, I've lived in Delta State. I've lived in Ogeli, Warri, Asaba.
You schooled there.
I didn't school there. I schooled in Benin.
In the area.
It's not the same. Benin and Delta is not the same, Dennis. Know your
sorry.
geography.
I'm very sorry. In the area.
Anyway, I think Ifeanyi Okowa is a great choice.
How so?
He's done a lot in Delta State.
A lot is not.
I do not even want to start saying, he built roads, because that would look like so ordinary. But really, he did a lot of that. He did a lot of developmental projects in Delta State.
And is it impactful?
He is impactful. When I was there, I remember he was building this secretariat for the state civil service. Before that, they didn't have any. He has transformed Asaba. That I know of. Let's start there. I don't know of other regions, but Asaba, yes, he did a lot of work. Okowa worked in Delta State and
I
Asaba
will be
particularly.
hoping, and he's PDP.
He is PDP.
I will be hoping
I
that
think
we get some profiles about him.
Yeah, we should.
So we can just get like a feel, because I still feel like there's this guy who is a VP and I do not know him.
But he's not the VP yet.
Yeah.
He's just like a candidate.
Yeah, the candidates running for VP with Atiku.
Yeah, but I feel like if you do a little bit of research, you're going to find a lot.
What happens to the information coming to me?
How? He has, as a Delta State governor, I know for certain that he has a press
But I
crew
think it's just very
putting out
stressful
stuff about
when
him.
you have to read here. I think it's better to consume when
if it's like
there
in
is one article
but that's
that's really
hard.
saying this is who this person. I mean, it's
there is no
journalism is
one
hard.
article that can cover everything, Dennis. That's like,
Let us get a perspective. Let us get a perspective from the Punch, and then let's get a perspective from another people, maybe channels.
well,
It's giving
considering
their own perspective. But what I want to see now is an exclusive interview.
he won't grant that now.
This is
Not
how
at
I
this
think it should be.
point.
What I want to see now is an exclusive interview with Atiku and this guy
Oh, maybe there could be
seated
a question
talking
and
about,
answer segment.
not a question and answer, an exclusive interview with someone who does great interviews, maybe Kaderia or someone.
Oh, Kudara.
Just telling us what exactly the plan is, how they made this choice.
Oh, that would come. I think there would definitely be time for that, because in the last election cycle, I think one of the people who did something like that was also Atiku. So I think we would see something. And Okowa is actually sound. I do know him, and I like him. I'm not being partial, of course. But I like Okowa. I'm excited about the idea of Okowa as a VP. So yeah, I mean, for plenty of reasons, which I'm not going to say, but I hope it works out for them. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, I just feel like you made up your mind already that I mean it's still Atiku.
I'm not saying they would win. I'm just saying that I like the idea that Okowa gets to be, even the idea of him being
I think
VP.
it's a very diverse ticket as well.
Which
Okowa
works.
from Delta.
Yeah, South.
Asaba again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
that's very
I think it's a
diverse.
good move.
It
Great
is.
move, really. So let's see what the others would say. We're still waiting to hear who Bola Tinubu is going to pick, the APC presidential aspirant, and then Labour Party, Peter Obi is yet to announce
Very
anyone.
very eager to know who Peter Obi is going to pick
Very,
as well.
very eager, right? Because, I mean, who? But we'll see when he makes an announcement. Moving on, still on Peter Obi, really, there's a new, he's in Egypt presently.
Yeah, the 3-day Egypt.
Yes,
thing.
to study the power, right? That's what he said. The power system and all that. Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. But that's not really the story. Do you know Fadam Baka? Have you ever heard of Fadam Baka?
That guy.
So Fadam Baka had some things to say about Peter Obi, and this dates back to 2019. Backstory, very short. He has an adoration ground. It's a prayer ground where thousands gather for prayers. Peter Obi went there on a Sunday. He tried to, the word I'll use is cajole, or try to make him give a donation, and Peter Obi refused to give any donation at that point. And he said they were not going to win. And they didn't win. And now he's back again and he's saying that Peter Obi is stingy. And because of that, Peter Obi will lose.
I think his exact words was now that Atiku has chosen someone else, now Atiku is ready to be president. When Atiku chose Peter Obi, Atiku was not ready to be president.
Imagine, are you serious?
It's just a very...
It sounds vindictive.
Very distasteful take.
And a lot of people has been dragging this man on social media. I feel sorry for him.
I saw it, and I was thinking about that thing that old Nigerians like to say about...
Right.
It left a sour taste in my throat.
Very sour. Like, I feel like he shouldn't have gone that route.
Left a bad taste in my mouth or whatever.
It was just distasteful, really, like you said. Like, why?
It was childish. It was petty.
Very petty.
Uncalled for. Very entitled as well.
You get
very entitled. And I just feel like people like the Fadam Bakas of this world need to recognize that people do not owe you money.
You get, even if you're a clergy.
Yeah.
They are given to God, not you. Because they call you a man of God does not mean you are God or assistant God. You need to calm down.
And if they don't give you money, take it like that and continue to pray for them.
Right.
When they don't give you money, you pray for them. That's what you do.
Because giving should be from the heart,
them
right?
Publicly. You don't do that.
That's wrong. I hope I don't know why he's doing this, because even the last time he was publicly dragged.
It's such a toxic person.
It was really bad.
Toxic
they dragged him so much. So I'm surprised. I don't know if he likes being dragged. I'm surprised to see that he's going this route again. Like, why? Let Peter Obi be. And that someone is stingy does not mean they will not make a good president.
Absolutely. Like, come on.
And he's not even stingy. He's frugal. There's a difference. He's frugal.
And I'm sure God would agree that we need a bit of frugal person.
For once in our history.
Yeah.
Someone that will save us some money for once, at least.
Can we talk about the fun stuff?
We can, but I just hope that Fadam Baka chills, just calm down. Okay?
Yeah.
Calm down. Right. So you want to talk about the fun stuff? Open then.
So we were Nigeria reunion, right? So during the reunion, Angel was at it again. So Angel said that.
Just Angel. Don't.
No, let me just present the arguments.
Oh, okay.
So Angel said that she didn't like that Cross didn't claim her publicly.
Claim her as friends. You have to make that clear.
Yeah, claim her as a friend, right. And that Cross would always make comments like in her DMs, but he would never say them publicly. And there was a sense in which she felt like he didn't want to associate himself with her publicly. and Sasuke was also in the mix. So it was a kind of, the idea was, Cross was sort of presenting this idea, at least his fans were presenting this idea that Angel and Sasuke were in competition
Oh,
with him
please.
for him, which I think is sort of like the trend with the guys. Also, Boma as well
Boma.
was also there.
Boma believes anyone is fighting over him.
And Boma also
I'm shocked.
perpetuated, based on the women's perspective, that the people were sort of fighting over him
my
and in
God.
competition
Can
for
I
his
say
attention.
something?
The women being Queen, Tega, and
Boma.
Angel.
Can I say something?
Yes,
First of all,
please.
I'm just shocked at this idea that which seems to be the truth, really, that Cross didn't want to associate with Angel outside the house.
Mhm.
Because in the house they were like really super cool.
Mhm.
He would always defend her behind her back when people would speak about her negatively. He would be like, outside of this house, the kind of person I really like is Angel because she's straight. I mean, I have seen a video of that happening. So imagine my shock when he comes and maybe is all this branding advice. They've advised him, distance yourself from her. She's this, she's that. And then he listened and he's just playing his game still to position himself. That's what I think is going on, because in the house, he really presented as her friend. And I don't just mean in front of her. Even the times that she was not there, he would be like, no, he would always defend Angel. So I'm just shocked at that, really.
I mean, I may or may not know Cross personally, and
Even though you interviewed him
Yeah.
recently, I told you he's a celeb. He recently interviewed Cross.
he
Just putting it out
he
there.
actually is a very lovely person.
Right.
And I sort of felt like even on the show he handled it with so much grace.
Right.
These things can become very unhealthy, and I felt
True.
like, yeah, I mean, we can have, and we are going to have that conversation about whether or not he behaved badly in terms of like distancing himself with her, but the way he handled it on the reunion show, I
Right.
think, was very good. He didn't go into like, it wasn't like that.
He's a guy. Guys don't really do.
But I do think that in 2022, as guys, we need to really stop this. At 2022, as guys, we really need to stop the whole, oh, the ladies are fighting over
do
me.
you get just because they're being friendly? You need to calm down. Calm down. There's no need to do all that. I think that's all we have. Do you still want to talk about this, or we should keep going?
I mean, I just feel like, guys need to stop the whole thing. It was very rampant. I think there was also something with Emmanuel as well.
Oh God.
On the whole issue of their fighting. Like, just, it's 2022. If you like a girl, be with her. If you don't like the girl, move on.
And also,
it
if
doesn't have to be they're fighting over me.
And also, if a girl is close to you, maybe she just really wants to be your friend.
Like, yeah.
Just calm down with all the the idea of, oh, she wants this, she wants that. Just calm down, would you? I'm saying a lot of calm down today. I think that's our show.
Yeah, that's our show, guys.
That's our show, guys. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Dennis.
Technex.ng. We are on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. We're everywhere. Read
Everywhere.
our newsletter, Technex Roundup. We're trying new things with our newsletter.
Right.
Be in the culture, get cultured on, and learn everything about tech on our
Right.
newsletter.
Right. That's our show, guys.
Bye, guys.
Until
Have a
next
good weekend.
week. Bye.